today. From Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Singletary.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the handoff, it's Singletary. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Devin Singletary, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Allen's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
56, the mic, boy, 56, check.
Throwing now is Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still 3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot. C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a 45-yard
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Out to his left. Going deep here for it's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the give, this is Singletary. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Devin Singletary.
In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety Jamal Adams.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Bills nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 6 yards there. First down, Buffalo. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Allen to Beasley. First down, Buffalo. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big moves towards the end zone.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Seahawks.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Allen. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Allen's throw is complete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 22, Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Seattle.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one good for 33 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. And this one complete to Smith. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
The 41-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10.
For Davius White on the coverage.
Barkley, toss play left. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
On second and 11 now. Wilson, he's got Allen. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 36, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Russell Wilson.
That blitz had no problem finding its target, did it? Zone blitz. So the defensive linemen drop out instead of rushing the quarterback, and you replace them with linebackers or safeties. Throws off blocking assignments and throws off the reads of the quarterback. That makes it difficult to complete a pass.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A gain of 9 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Seattle.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, Seattle.
Now a man on his 5th franchise in 3 years. It's Carlos Hyde.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
Rolling to his right, to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not...
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Buffalo. 14. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. To try again after the sack. Allen And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. So tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, a quick target here, complete to Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
1st down.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the 41, Wilson looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
17 yards.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Face mask. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now after the face mask penalty, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. It's caught. Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Good for a Buffalo Bills.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Allen now looks to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Stephon.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all